Greetings from Northern California. As I record this, our entire state has been at quarantine for 3 days. Since we have no idea how much longer we may have to stay this way, I'm especially grateful for this opportunity to say hello. When I first learned that Errata naturae would be publishing Into the Forest, I was delighted to think that my story might be making friends with new readers in Spain. And now, of course, I'm devastated to imagine how much my new Spanish friends are suffering and struggling with coronavirus. It's ironic that a novel that has the breakdown of civilization as its setting is being released at a time when it feels like our own civilization is breaking down. 25 years ago, when I first got the idea to work on the story that became Into the Forest, I had no intention of predicting or even imagining the end of civilization. And frankly, that's not what interests me about the story even now. Instead, I was and am interested in exploring what really matters to all of us in difficult times. When we believe that the things that matter most to us have all been lost, what do we have left to sustain us? What can we count on to give our lives shape and hope and meaning? Those are some of the questions that inspired me as I was writing. I was also interested in exploring the tenacity, courage, creativity, and loyalty that might be available to two very young women, privileged teenage sisters, when they're faced with enormous difficulties and losses entirely on their own. I wondered what their greatest challenges would be and where they might turn to find comfort and courage and inspiration. I want to thank Errata naturae and R.M. Basels for this beautiful new edition of Into the Forest. I've become increasingly convinced that translators are the world's unsung heroes, and I'm grateful to them for making it possible for us to share stories and ideas and emotions across our linguistic boundaries. When Into the Forest was first published, it ceased to be entirely my story, because suddenly it was a story that I shared with each new reader. Now it belongs to all of you, too, to everyone who reads this new translation. Especially at this moment, I think it's a comfort to remember that we are all on this beautiful and endangered planet together, that this frightening and uncertain time is a time we will always share. I'd like to think you may find things in Into the Forest that resonate with you, perhaps even emotions, ideas, or scenes that will help you to find your own comfort, courage, and meaning in the days to come. Take good care.